I think Willow is thoroughly enjoying her life of leisure. Sitting on a lounge chair with me. There was one here. She had that one to herself for a while, but then ended up coming to take part of mine. That's okay. It's a hot day. We're just sitting in the shade and having a little quiet time. Right, Willow? Right, Willow? Hello. Sunday morning, laundry. Love to do the sheets from our bed every Sunday morning for a nice, fresh start to the week. I am getting ready to tackle these bushes. Unfortunately, I'm going to go in by hand and do them little at a time, but I'm bringing them way down. It's going to look awkward at first. It's going to look awkward for about a month. But I want to go in first slowly for any potential nests. And I just watched a hornet go in one. So I also have to look for hornets' nests or bees' nests. But they have to come down. They're blocking the light and they're getting way too big. So like I said, I'm going to bring them way down. They're going to look sticky. They're going to look odd, but they grow like weeds. And by September, they'll have greenery around the top. Wish me luck. Let me show you what it looks like from outside. I actually have a little sled here. I'm going to bring the sled in to the back there, put my cuttings, and then pull them out and put them in the gator. But you can't even see the house anymore. That's crazy. So yes, at one point these are moving, and I definitely like the idea. I shared, was it 2 videos ago, on putting a little garden out here instead. But I won't be able to do this on my own, so that will have to wait because these will have to be moved. I think my plan of attack is starting with the front ones and working my way back. And I have to say it's going to be like when an animal is brought into the groomers that's matted down. You just got to go all the way and start fresh. So that's what I'm prepared for. So I have my basket here with a water bottle and my phone, just so that when I put things here on the lawn, I don't lose them. It's kind of a trick that I do for myself. So I just grab this and my phone will go here and we're going to start cutting. Well, this is when projects kind of take a little turn. Inside here, which I knew it wasn't going to be that good, it's completely sticks, completely. Now there are like little nodes here that will turn into buds, but we're talking a couple months. And even if I were to bring it all the way down here, it's going to look horrible. So I don't know what I'm going to do here. I really don't. Might cut it all the way down and just let it be low. And then next year I'll have nice little bushes and then I can really keep them smaller. They just got way too much for this area. So I don't know, guys. Maybe I'll just start with this first one because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And like I've said in the past, I have not been able to keep up with these. Oh, we got another hummingbird moth over here. Here he goes. Whoops. But I still want to go at these slowly just to make sure there are no nests in here or something that I'm going to disturb. But I wasn't planning on putting my little gated garden out here just yet. But yeah, Ben is over now doing the other woodshed, painting that to give it a nice fresh look for the season. Little update here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take them all down to where there's a lot of crowns here on the tree. I'm going to leave them like that for now because if I move them, it's going to make it a lot easier to dig around the root ball so that we can pull it. Unfortunately, we did discuss moving all of these before the brick walkway was laid, but there wasn't a plan there wasn't a plan made. So right now I'm having to deal with doing it after. So we'll have to pull them from a distance versus having somebody dig them up. unless they came over with plywood, but I still wouldn't want to take that chance. So it's going to be very ugly for a while, but I'm going to do these all down to the crown, and in a month or two, they will be all green again. But, oh, I know what I came over to show you. So one problem with these, and these are Japanese snowball viburnum, if a leaf touches the ground, they reroot themselves. So at one point, I was constantly keeping them off the ground. I can see one over here that made it down. It touched the ground, and now it's coming up. So I'm gonna have a lot of cleanup to do here. So, but I'm prepared. I'm prepared to look at ugly trees for a while, because I personally know what the end look will be. Neighbors might not. You might not, but I do. So we're gonna deal with the little uglies for a while, unless we can pull them out easy enough and bury them somewhere on the property. Or maybe a neighbor will want them. I don't know. Okay, so let me show you what we've got here. Ben and I ended up taking most of them way down. And these are the two that I worked on, but it was so hot that we did stop. We're going to take them right down to the ground. Reason being is I know for a fact that I wasn't going to replant them here, because the way they grow and how they spread, they're very invasive. Now, I was going to offer them to a friend or a neighbor. Ben's doing a recycling. That's what you're hearing in the background. We were going to give them to somebody, but then we started thinking, from here, which is our electric box and our plumbing, we have wires and pipes. Don't know how deep they go. And some of the wires go across the way to the lighting. And we do not want to take any chances of pulling these out and then getting our electric or our water messed up. I don't think we're going to touch the water, because this is the well here and it goes really deep. But wiring, I have no idea how deep a previous owner put that in. If it was a self job, could be close to the surface versus down deep like they're supposed to be. So these are going to be brought down, and this year I won't be putting up a fence, but we'll be putting some mums out here for fall, and probably some corn stalks. Might even bring out maybe a bench or a little table at one point, because right across the street we do have our mountain view. Once all those leaves go down across the way, we get to see two different mountains over there. So that is the situation. And another thing, the reason it didn't hurt so bad doing it, when we were discussing the carriage house project, the main electric wiring, they might be digging all of this up, really, I mean, like backhoe digging. So whatever I do will be temporary until we know if we're going to be doing the big addition or not. So that's it. Now I have to fix my flag. We had such a rainstorm last night, and lightning and thunder. It was kind of amazing, but wow, our plants needed it. They were very lucky. All right, so I'm going to head back inside. Oh, no, I'm not while I'm here. I did talk to a tree specialist who's coming by to take a look at this poor dogwood. That's one, it's way overgrown, so it needs a good trimming, but it's having some issues with its leaves, and we don't know if it's from last year's damage when we had the weird weather, or if it needs some nutrients, or if it's just because it is overgrown. But he's coming out in a couple weeks just to look at this and some other trees on our property. And then we have an appointment set for October for work to be done. October. But at least we got it booked. Because this tree, I don't think would make another winter with me coming out and knocking snow off with all of this outreach. That's a lot. He's also going to look at our Japanese maple just to give it a little trim. And there's some damage around the base, but he said that also was something that happened last year, probably when we had the really freaky snowstorm. He said a lot of the Japanese maples are doing that. But I love seeing these, all the little whirligigs, and these are already turning a beautiful color. Because you know what? Fall is coming. I said it out loud again. Fall is coming. All right, I'm gonna go inside now. I got some things to do. Well, we may have just found out why some of these windows have purple glass. In warmer days, they stick. And while trying to open one of these windows up, it's stuck. Must have shifted a little bit and the glass pane cracked. So now I have a reason to call in the glass company ASAP to fix this pane, and then we'll also replace the others.
sunflower.
Well, the other day, my husband sent me a direct message through Instagram with a recipe. And it was a very simple cucumber salad recipe, and he loves cucumbers. So he asked me to make it. How could I not? Very easy. And we're gonna make this as our dinner tonight with maybe some French bread. I'm not sure yet. But I did go grab some cucumbers from the garden. And one thing is, I usually like to have seedless cucumbers when I'm making things like little cocktail sandwiches, which I have a recipe on my website. I just moved it to the front of the blog. And for something like this, I probably would have used seedless. But I got out my little apple corer and I cored out a lot of the seeds because the seeds kind of make you burpy. And who wants to be burpy after a meal? Not me. So very simple. I'm going to try to remember this, but watch the screen because I might say the wrong amounts, which has happened often. So I have here 2 cucumbers sliced, and you can do it thicker or thinner. I have these, about a 1/4 inch thick, and then half of a red onion, very thinly sliced. Then I have a 1/2 cup of sour cream. Quarter cup of mayonnaise, and then we have a teaspoon of dill, which is my sugar? This is my sugar, right? I think this is my sugar. Yes, sugar. Tablespoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of white vinegar, and then salt and pepper to taste. So I'm just going to grab a little pinch here to start. And mix it up. And then I'm going to cover it. And it says for at least 30 minutes. And I'll be able to let it sit a bit longer. You want the flavors to meld and let the onion release some of its flavor and the salt to change some of the flavors in here as well. Well, that could be the problem with having a hole on your cucumber. All right, I'm going to cover this. I'm going to put this in the refrigerator for at least 30 minutes, but we'll be having it a little bit longer after that. So easy, right? I can't wait to see how it tastes, though. I'll let you know.